again for tuning in. This is our second episode, guys, and we're gonna get into some things tonight, okay? So, today's fruit of the day, don't kill me, y'all, is bananas again. And that's because I love bananas, so I keep bananas in my house. So, I promise on the next episode, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So, let's get into this first segment. Remember, I told you all that we were going to discuss the signs and I was going to get some feedback from y'all? Well, guess what? Surprisingly, I got a lot of feedback in my DMs and my email. Y'all done had some crazy experiences. Now, I sorted through and I came up with the best situation that people told me, some of which were some of the signs that my homegirl said. I actually chose from the greatest number of signs that people told me, and people also left little notes about their experiences. It's crazy, y'all. So I'm gonna read some of that and I'm gonna let y'all know. Let's get into these signs, guys. So the first sign that we have up, can't get it off, the Gemini. This was a very common zodiac sign. I mean, people talk about Geminis a lot, but I mean, dang, everybody was coming for the Geminis. So I'm going to read you what somebody told me. Hey Ariel, I dated a Gemini and he was the worst person ever. Never date one. He would literally curse me out one minute, then come and be all sweet the next. That man was crazy as hell. That sounds like my cousin. My cousin is a Gemini and he's known for doing some shit like that. Next we have up is the Leo. Hey Ariel girl, I dated a Leo and he was so controlling. He wanted everything his way. That man was all kind of jealous and manipulative. Well, I can believe that. Y'all some haters. Cause next we have the Aries. I told y'all stop talking about my son. Hey boo, mine was Aries. Sorry girl, but y'all crazy. Aries men always play victim and they start arguments then come back like nothing happened. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The last part is kind of me because I'm good for starting something and then forgetting about it. Be like, you wanna go get some food? I mean, ain't nobody got time to be sitting up here mad all day. Come on now. Next we have the Cancer. Hey honey, mine was Cancer. Cancer men are so childish. One day we got in an argument. Do you know this man posted my naked pictures on Twitter? Never again. Girl, are you lying to me? I just can't believe a dude would do that. That's crazy. Last but not least is the Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio men are the worst. They are so nasty and so freaky. Just some freaky nasty men. She said just some freak nasty men that'll put their you know what in anyone. This is a PG-13 show. This man gave me an STD. Oh, child. An STD, not an STD. My favorite voice. Okay, guys. Well, as you can see, most of these signs are similar to what my homegirl said. So watch out for Gemini, apparently, Aries, and Cancer men. But y'all don't take this to heart. This is just some lighthearted fun. Now let's get into this topic, the reason why we're here. All of my friends always ask me, Ariel, how do you save money? You know, how are you always able to save money with all of the expenses that you have? And I always tell them, it's not that hard. I mean, saving money has become a part of my routine. I literally add that into my expenses. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to save money. So the first tip that I have is create a budget. So every day that you get paid or every week that you get paid, create a budget. I say maybe 2 months out. Go through, literally, you can take your iPhone and do this in your notes section. Write out, what do you think? I don't know if you get paid every week, every 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks. A lot of people get paid every 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, write down every expense that you're going to have. So, for example, rent, $1,200. Gas for the 2 weeks, I don't know, $100. Hair, if you get your hair done, $200. Nails, $100. Whatever. literally write out a budget every time you get paid and keep it in your notes. Do it maybe 2-3 months out. Add up all of that and then figure out what is left. So subtract what you make from what you have left. And that will determine how much you're able to save for that month, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever. But you also have to add in, when you're doing your budget, when you're doing your expense report or your budget, whatever, you have to include going out expenses or traveling, whatever. Because say you get paid, I don't know, $1,000 a week. And say out of that $1,000, you spend $100 on social activities. Whether that's the club, whether that's going to get drinks with your friend, whether that's, buying a shirt at the mall here or there, whatever. You have to include that in your budget simply because you have to factor in everything to make sure that you've covered literally everything that you're going to spend money on for those 2 weeks of your paycheck. And then whatever you have left, that will let you know how much there is to save. Number 2, make saving a part of your expense. So this is what I do. I write out my expense in my budget list, and I put on the list savings. So say if I get paid, I'm throwing a number out there, I'm not letting y'all know my business, but say if I get paid, I'm going to use $1,000 a week, right? Say if I get paid $1,000 that week. $200 may be for my utilities. $200 may be used for some of my rent. Maybe I do $200 a week for rent. Maybe I set aside $200 a week for rent. $100, maybe for my hair. So I literally will go through and budget and say what this is for, and then $200 will be for savings. Now, instead of me saying, okay, $200 is going to be for clothes or shoes, I'm going to put that towards savings. And the reason I say this is because a lot of people spend their money on clothes, shoes, clubs, or whatever, but they forget that savings should be a part of your expense. Savings should be an expense. So when I get paid, I know that I got to put this money towards rent. I got to put this money towards gas. I got to put this money towards saving. So instead of constantly going to the mall every week, write out a budget to where, okay, I'm going to go to the mall and buy me some clothes every first week of the month. After that, no more money is going to the mall. No more money is going on me. All of my money is going on savings. I'm telling you guys, this works. It really works. Making savings making that an actual expense for yourself, that is what is going to help you save. Number 3, start off small. Say, I get paid every 2 weeks. That's twice in a month. I am going to save $50 every 2 weeks. That small amount is going to still give you that cushion to have the money to do whatever you want to do and everything else. And when you start off with a small amount like $50, you're not really missing it. It's $50. So eventually you see your savings growing. After 5 or 6 months or so, you have $400, $300, whatever, and you're like, wait, my money is growing in my savings account. Let me push it up to 100. So start off small and eventually add on. Start off with 50 every week, and then eventually say, I'm going to do 100 every week, and then I'm going to do 150 every week, and then I'm going to do 200 every week. Start off small and grow your goals. Grow it. Number 4 is take some time off from spending on things that not really are a necessity. So when I say that, I mean, maybe you don't have to go on this trip to Dallas this weekend. Maybe you can use that money to save. Or maybe you don't have to buy those new shoes to go to the birthday party. Maybe you can go in your closet and use some shoes that you already have. For example, for my birthday, I was like, you know what? I still want to save money, but I want to look nice, right? So what I did was I bought a birthday outfit, And I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some shoes in my closet. Instead of me spending that money on shoes at Aldo or something, I'm gonna put that money away to save. And I'm gonna use some nice shoes in my closet. And it worked out. You know, start eliminating things that you don't really need. I'm not talking about really hair or nails, or as far as men goes, haircuts, whatever. Those to me are somewhat necessities. I mean, you want to be clean, you want to be groomed, you want to look nice. I get it. But I'm talking about more so, maybe you don't have to buy 2 bottles in the club. Maybe you can buy 1 bottle. Or maybe you can just buy a drink. You know, eliminating certain things that aren't needed to focus on saving your money. Now, my last and final tip is to constantly look at your budget and go to the bank. Go to the bank and take out money. Instead of using your card, use cash. And I say this because another way to save is quarters. Okay? So every time, say you go to the store, you spend $20 and you get $1.50 back in change. Take that 50 cent, boom, I'm putting it in a little piggy bank and I'm gonna save that. This is another way to save as opposed to, going through your checking account, whatever. Use cash. When you're using a card, you're not really cognizant of how much you're swiping. I know for me, I use the card, I'm like swipe. Whereas when I use cash, it seemed like my money go quicker. I'm like, dang, I just had $100. Why am I at $30? What was I doing? Use cash. Cash holds you accountable. Not only that, when you're using cash, every time you get back quarters, nickels, dimes, whatever, take that change and put it towards a savings. I mean, this really works. I know people who have been saving nickels, quarters, dimes forever, and they end up with $800, $900, $1,000. My dad, when we were younger, he loved saving dimes, nickels, quarters. He would literally save dimes. Like, I would get so pissed at him because I would have change on my drawer, on my dresser, that I might be using to buy some hot Cheetos or something. I was younger. And I come back, I'm like, Dad, where's my change? He done put it in his piggy bank. So he would do that though, and he would save up enough money every year to take us on vacation. No lie. He would save up over $1,000, and he would use that money to take us on vacation. So this actually works. If you don't want to start off in your account, you can start off small like that. So guys, those are just my tips that I have on saving money. Again, I'm good at saving money, so I felt the need to spread the love and the tips on you all. Let me know your thoughts. We can talk about this some more. If anybody has additional comments or additional tips they may share, let me know. You can email me, you can DM me, you can leave it in the comments, whatever. Anyways, that's all I have for you all today, guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in. If you want to hear more topics like this, we're going to talk about things like this all the time on the show. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 11th hour, and I wish you all a good night.